Welcome to Tuesday's market. SITREP here at TGO Top Gun Options. I'm Matthew Buckley, call sign Whiz, the chief options strategist. The politics, folks, it keeps grinding along in the background of this market. And obviously, we'll get to the market in a couple minutes here, but it's comical how this, the same day that we find out that the FBI completely dropped the ball, last week with this shooter down here, literally a couple towns over. My son knew one of the kids that got shot. He plays hockey with him. Well, of course, liberal media is trotting out a bunch of these 16-year-old kids with their talking points. The one kid's dad's a retired FBI agent. If you have a chance, go on Twitter. You have to find it on your own because obviously your CNN, your MSNBC ain't showing these clips of this kid like flubbing up his talking points and asking the producer what the points are, and she fed them to him and stuff like that. It's disgusting. The media they're doubling down. So now that they've been exposed, and the Democrats and Hillary Clinton and all this stuff, the incompetence of the FBI has been exposed, they're just going to, usually, in military slang, when you're in a hole, cease digging. But these folks haven't, man. They're on fire. They're going downhill, and they're just adding full afterburner to prove their stupidity. So it's awful. So forgive me if I don't take advice from a 16-year-old kid about gun control when last week he was eating Tide Pods. I've had it, and I've had it with the media. I'm making another career call, just like I did about the election of Trump and the market rally. The Democrats aren't going to pick up seats in the midterm elections. Who are they going to run on? Nancy Pelosi taking a knee and shutting down the government for illegal immigrants? They're not going to even come close. But anyway. Two different calls today. Blackrock coming out and saying, hey, rally back on, or actually they said even if without this most recent dip, we'd say rally on. And I couldn't agree more with them, folks. My silver medalist in my financials, Morgan Stanley's coming out saying, this pullback was just an appetizer, and heads up for more. They're wrong. BlackRock is right. The fiscal stimulus hasn't even been factored in yet. Okay, companies are still trying to figure out how good this is for them. More companies announcing again today bonuses for their employees and hiring and buying new businesses and stuff. You just can't. You can't predict how good this is going to be. And as I told my members a couple weeks ago with this implosion and then back up to here, see how the 50 days become resistance, support, resistance. See this little area over here? I said copy, paste this right here. We're going to see a couple volatile convulsions over this week and maybe a week and a half, and then we're going to head higher. Of course, barring North Korea, some global geopolitical or geoeconomic event, which I just don't see on my radar, we're heading higher. But we'll bounce around this 50-day as I predicted. Goldman Sachs seeing red ink everywhere, warns U.S. spending could push up rates and debt levels. Yawn. I mean, really. So all these folks who, when we were not even quadrupling, just disgusting debt under Barack Hussein Obama, you didn't hear a peep from them, but now they're going apeshit. Whatever, Goldman. And again, I point out how funny some of these financial headlines can be. I'm shooting this SITREP at about 12:25. We have our joint weekly options and primary live trade brief since the market was closed yesterday. But this was this morning. Dow loses steam after 6 sessions of gains. We were down, like 200 some points. Now we're down 80. It's already come back, and I sent out a weekly options trade, a bull put spread on Amazon that's already up $350. So I sent out a text alert. Let's see the one-day chart. Right here at about 10 something ish, and look at that. Amazon was up when I started the video. I should have brought this up first, about 2.5%. What a great one-day pop in Amazon. So we're already up $300-400, and our Amazon bull put spread that expires on Friday. We're risking. Where's our metrics here? We're risking about 5,600 to make $2,000 with a 69% probability using at-the-money vol of a max profit there. So we'll talk about that at 1 o'clock in our primary live trade brief. But this was a BTFD, folks. I told you this was a buy the effing dip opportunity. The fundamentals of this rally are still strong. Don't give me this inflation story, folks. It's comical. People now are going to be worried about inflation. We're still in a near zero rate interest environment. Don't give me this. Oh my God. And like I predicted last week, I said, folks, the Fed can raise inflation with what? Raise rates with. Raise rates, not inflation, with confidence. right? When the Fed says something like, hey, the reason we're raising interest rates is things out there are pretty freaking good. That's bullish, folks. Don't sit here and give me this story that, oh my God, we've gone up 25 bips, that people are going to flock out of the stock market and go open a CD. That's retarded. That makes zero sense. So all the old stodgy bond people and debt and everything, this ain't your father's stock market, folks. Your old way of thinking has to go out the window, just like the politics, like the party that holds the Oval Office during the off-term elections always tends to lose. This ain't your regular president. This isn't. Stop living in the past, folks, and be present. That's what that's the takeaway from this. iPhone, we're going to talk about this today. Again, I'm not digging tech anymore. Remember, I don't classify Amazon as a tech. You can throw it in there as a FANG if you want because it sounds cool at cocktail parties. Amazon is not a tech company. It's a services company. It is the service company, and they use technology as a tool. But I'm done with Apple. I'm especially done with Facebook. Facebook battles new criticism after U.S. indictment against the Russians. So 13 dudes in a troll farm can sway an election. Why was Facebook so easy to hijack? I've had it with this guy. I predicted this months ago, and I nailed it. I told you back in October to get out of these tech stocks. You can find alpha better places. Your JP Morgans, your Morgan Stanleys, even though I disagreed with them today, they're going to have a rip your face off rally. Your Facebook, your Apples. I'm just not. That is not a good chart for Facebook right there, guys. It's over for them for a while. Any CEO that gets up and goes, I don't care about profitability, I want to do good in the world. Hey, moron, then I'm going to sue you. If he said that here and I'm down here and I lost money, I'd sue him. He has a fiduciary responsibility as the CEO to maximize shareholder returns, not to do good in the world. You want to do good in the world, Mark? You take that company private and you can do what you want with it. When I'm a shareholder, I'm not. I trade options. Not so fast there, tough guy. And again, this is your same limousine liberal that lives with big walls around his house and has armed guards around him and tells us not to have walls or armed guards. No. So forget about the tech stocks, folks. It's not a sector I want to be in. Apple's. I didn't like Apple in October either. I said, nah, let's get out of that too. I didn't get back into it. I said it was a hold. And now I'm really changed my mind, especially, I got to be honest with you. The reason I changed my mind back to it's not so rotten was because of the tax reform, obviously, right? They could repatriate, what was it, 200 and I forget the obscene amount of money, and they were going to be paying about are going to be paying $32 billion in taxes, and they're also going to be hiring 20,000 people. I mean, that was bullish. I liked it, but I don't know. A lot. Like I said, I can just deploy my capital elsewhere, and any Facebook and Apple positions you're in, I would have dumped by now and put all in Amazon. The people that have done long call diagonals on Amazon here at TGO are just, how they are printing money. So, all right, folks, I got to get going. I'm going to get ready for our 1 p.m. joint weekly options and live trade brief. And like I said, our Amazon position's already looking really, really sweet. Nice 1 day or half a day gain. And again, we don't day trade here, but now it's going even higher. Now it's back above 2% since I started our video. Really nice trade, and we'll talk about that in a couple minutes here at 3 o'clock. All right, happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless, and I'll talk to you guys later.